Hello everyone and welcome back to another stream. We're starting off pretty early today, so what I'm going to be doing is getting Google Translate out here because there is a new website for Mobile Gundam Breaker and it allows you to build your own suit. So what I'm going to be doing, as you can see I've got the mouse here, we're going to be translating this so that you guys can do it yourself. So this is a link that I'm going to be dropping in the description and away we go. This says answer some questions to get your final customization. So we'll start here and we'll see how this goes. Things just trying to load now. Okay, question 1. I love the way it's like in mixed Japanese here. If anything, is it a neat character? And then the left side says yes, and the right side says no. So let's click red here. Yeah, it's a neat character. Is it the type to act first if lost? I'm not quite sure about this. Let's try yes. You can act on the big stage without getting nervous. Yes or no? Let's go yes. Gunna Gamer says, nice, bro. I'm just trying to see how this works because there are a lot of other stuff that's coming out about this at the moment. So, Losers Club says, hi, hello. I like to attract attention. Let's say no with that one. There are apparently 5 questions or something that you have to answer. Are you calm rather than hot-blooded? No. Let's go with the hot-blooded and see what we get here. Okay, so the suit that I've made here, going off those for this promo event, this is one of those which mobile suit suits you quizzes, says Heavy. Yeah, it seems to be. Every time it gives you a different suit. What's going on? It's almost 7 in the morning, says Jamie. I know, right? I just saw this before news just came up about it, so I thought I'd get on it and show you guys. So, the diagnosis says that the suit that I should be using is mainly the Visago, a mixture of Visago, Gebera Tetra, Stark Jagan, Heavy Arms, and Aegis torso. But the thing is, I have another one that I've done before. I'll just bring this over for you guys. There's the other one, and the other one that I did before, where I just answered all no to everything, give me Gundam Heavy Arms head. I don't know what that other torso is for that one. I think it's the Hainu. Serpent Custom Arms, Jester Cannon legs, Strike Rouge backpack, and Custom Beam Cannon. So we're going to go back through this now. I think one of these allows us to upload to Twitter, and the other one, I thought this would be a sneak peek of the MS Creators X Kaiser. At least it gives us an idea of the graphics going on here, or what they want to push for graphics. It looks like really, really low poly new Gundam Breaker style models. You can tell just because of the shading in the presentation. But like you can obviously tell how many polys are in that shoulder. It's very jagged compared to the higher res games. I can't remember which one of these was go to Twitter. I think let's try the red one. I think the blue one was post to Twitter. I don't want to do that. Okay, so here we're back at the main page. Let's see if this goes any differently. Like if I just press all no to everything, is it a neat character? No. So yeah, this is the event that they're running at the moment for the game, just to get everybody hyped about it and to give them an idea of what the suit could look like. I mean, it's interesting at least because it gives us a little bit of an idea of how stuff is going to look, but I want to see how random it is. I cannot refuse if asked. Well, let's deny that one. See what kind of parts we can get here. If you do this as well and you're on the Discord, make sure you post the designs up in a main chat will do for the moment, just to see what kind of suits we can get here. You can act on a big stage without getting nervous. Let's do no for that one. So we've answered 3 no. I like to act with my friends more than one. Okay. Some of this English is obviously broken, so I'm often referred to as the mood maker. Okay, I didn't get that one before. Let's click that one. Heavy says, how in the world do any of these questions line up with Gundam configurations? I don't know, look at that. I just basically got waddles. No, it's not the beta on PC, guys. Don't get it wrong. For anybody who's just joining in, this is a event that they're running at the moment. This is just a website. I'll put it in the let's copy here. I'll put it in the description for you guys. Not the description. It'll be in the description eventually, but I've just put it in the chat there for you. So if you want to do this, then you can. So look at this. I got Gusion head, Burgai legs, Burgai torso, Dom backpack, a missile shield from the Gyan, and then what's that? A unicorn? Oh yeah, unicorn version for the Jagu arms. The way that they're doing the parts seems to be a little bit different though, because if I remember rightly, on Gundam Breaker 3 they split the bird guy's parts but had the legs and the torso be part of the same thing. I don't know whether they're doing that there, but it seems to imply it. I don't know. Thanks for the website, says Loser's Club. It's fine. Heavy says, I can't believe you got beta access, you shill. Let's try and do this again. Let's refresh this, because I just want to see what the website gives us, because I imagine it's very limited at the moment. But if anybody gets any good designs, please do post it up. If anything, it's a neat character. Yeah, so let's try and make a neat character here. The first to act first, if lost. No, let's avoid that. Trouble is the time to consult with someone. Yeah, okay, we'll consult with somebody here. I do not hate studying. I actually do. So let's get rid of that. Let's say no. Calm type rather than hot-blooded. Let's disagree with that one. What we get? Oh, seriously. So, Zagok head, Gabur Tetra legs, beam rifle from the Zeta, the long beam rifle, the Buster shield from the Death Scythe, the Gym backpack, the Zagok torso, the Launcher Strike Gundam's arms here, and I don't know whether that's supposed to be beam scythe or whatever on the bottom right. All these suits look really trash so far. I'm actually wondering like how it randomizes them. Notice the color schemes. Yeah, that one was just totally red. Like, let's do this a couple more times. I had all red, all gold, and I think it was all black with a couple of highlights. Let's go. Yeah, is it a neat character? Yes. Yes. Like you said, Heavy, I don't understand how this works in terms of the colours and the questions, like everything fitting together. You can act on a big stage without getting nervous, yes. I just want to see, because this will give us an idea of certain things to do with the game, I think. I like to attract attention. Come on, let's try that one. I imagine this will give us just a small idea of how the display for the game is going to work, or rather how parts for the game are going to work, if there's any new ones here that we've not seen before. I like more flashy things than simple things. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh god, what the heck? I pretty much got the first one you showed, says Losers Club. Huh. I'm actually wondering whether there's much difference, because like I've got a thread here from Chan, and the thread from 4chan actually has some decent looking suits in it. This one, on the other hand, like I got Burgai head, Age 1 Titus legs, Zaku bazooka, is that a Goof shield? Yeah. Palace Athena backpack, Zaku 2 torso, Dragon Gundam arms, and then the beam saber, and then it is all painted camo colours. There's like hardly any colour separation there. Tactical burr head. Mono eyebrow. Seriously, there's got to be something that we can get here that looks decent. Oh god, that looks bad, says Heavy. Yeah, it really does. I don't like the ones that look bad. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to randomize my answers to see what happens here. So Boto-kun is looking jacked, says Kaiser. Oh. You can act on a big stage without getting nervous. Yeah, yeah. I think I've answered that yes each time. I'm going to try and randomize it. I like to attract attention. Let's try no again there. At least I think that's the way that it works. Yeah, let's go that one. See what we get here. Okay, so that one looks a little bit neater, but again, there's not much color separation. We got Stark Jagan head, Gundam Dynama's legs, Hyper Bazooka GN shield, the Gundam backpack, Dual Assault Shroud torso, Serpent Gundam arms, and the Beam Saber from the Gundam. That's oh no, it's a GN shield. Sorry, from the X here. I didn't read that properly. I'm like trying to go through them really fast. So that one, the only difference with the color separation is a little bit in the torso and the head, a little bit in the arms. The shield is fully white by the look of it, and then just a tiny bit on the waist there. The rest of it is just purple, apart from like a little bit of dark purple. This quiz better be in the full game, says Heavy. Jamie says, so we got Shah, Hyakushiki, Banshee, and Camo. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of designs people get here. I'm still a bit worried about this game, to be honest. I've got to see more of it. Every time I'm covering new stuff about it, it's like, is it good? Is it not? Should I play it when it comes out? If I can play it. I mean, at least this is a little fun thing to do to get some decent results, or at least some interesting results. So is this game different from Gundam Battlefront, says WonderX? Yeah, this one is a mobile version, or it's supposed to be a mobile version of Gundam Breaker, but the problem with that is that it's a gacha game. It's been confirmed on the Apple Store and I think it's the Google Store as well, that it's a gacha game. It's going to be loaded with microtransactions, just a case of how many microtransactions. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. Heavy says, I got something interesting. Ooh. Let's try that one. Let's see what we get here. WonderX says, oh right, RIP. How are they marketing this in the West again? They haven't so far. Like, they've put up one website and obviously the PV trailer, and apart from that, they just haven't. And the promotional, like, pre-registered thing where everybody gets a Wing Gundam. This looks like poop, says Young. Yeah, it's not exactly the best. You can see the low-res textures here, like on the legs. I know, obviously, it can't be as good as the full console version, but oof, they've definitely got the shaders there from New Gundam Breaker in there to make up for that. But because it's so low res, it's not looking too amazing. You can only just make out what parts are which based on like little details, because the IBO designs have a load of panel lines and other things in them, which make them slightly more detailed than some of the other mobile suits in the series, especially the way they're drawn, and this just doesn't come across well here, especially when you see like the more zoomed out fight thing. I think the best way to play this would be like on an iPad or something, because at least you can see it on a much bigger screen then. So we've got the Gyan head, Gundam Chimaris legs, the shield from the Gundam the Rose Gundam from G Gundam, the Chimaris torso. There's a theme going through this here. It's like it's giving me the majority, like the main parts, the body and the legs are always like, well, not always, but very, very often the similar style stuff. So we're getting like Gibera Tetra legs, Gibera Tetra torso. This one's giving me Chimaris legs and torso, and then Rose Gundam arms, and then the Grand Slam from the Strike. Let's try this again. Which channel do we upload to, says Heavy? Just do main channel for the moment. I'll make a mobile Gundam Breaker channel later on. It's a gacha game. Looks like my wallet is going to disappear, says Losers Club. Depends, like, the way that we're thinking about this at the moment, or rather that I'm thinking about it, is, Hold on, I got a feeling we're forgetting the biggest problem. What about the controls? For anybody who's not seen the previous videos where I went over this, what I summarized or kind of got from the trailers was the controls are across the bottom of the screen and they're the same as Gundam Breaker 3. And basically, it looks like the game can be turned onto autoplay mode, so it just plays itself. Apart from that, it looks like there's only ever been a maximum, from what I've seen so far, of about 5 mobile suits on screen, and the beginning trailer that it shows the PV for it, not the anime one, it shows you a shot of 4 red box-looking things that come down, and then it gives you like a quick break, like a lens flare of sorts, and then next minute you cut to those items, and those items are now unboxed. So I'm thinking, okay, loot boxes. But this is what I'm on about when I cover this game, in terms of I'm worried about it, because if you're randomly rolling for parts rather than collecting them from fighting other people like you would in Gundam Breaker, that's kind of nasty to paywall everybody, so that it's hard to get your custom suit, you know, because you're busy randomly rolling. Cecil says, what's up? Not much. I got something interesting, says Kaiser. Colours suck, though. Be sure to vote Weapons Rack Gundam and Grandpa Gundam in GBO2, everyone. Ignore this message, Moody, says Phoenix. No, I'm sorry, I normally read out most stuff, so let's see what we got here. Prefer to play the outside than indoors. This is a new one that I haven't got before. Let's agree with that one. I like playing outdoors. I like more flashy things than simple things. I'll disagree with that one. Whoa, what? I may be reading that wrong, by the way. And I might actually be agreeing with it instead of disagreeing it the other way around. So I got Kamara's head. Is that no, it's Mobile Worker torso. Gun Tank. No, wait, Gun Tank torso. Mobile. Oh, that's the one of the ones from Turn A for the legs. The Dual Gundam backpack. Curved shield from the Gym Custom. The Canvas arms and the Dead End G's Heat Lance thing, but we can't see that because it's got the large beam machine gun there. Okay, so that one doesn't look too bad, but again, we've got this theme going on where it's only given us like 3 colours over the entire suit, maybe 4, and it's not often that it's doing that. That's weird. Is this the final game, Moody says Young? No, thank God it isn't. When are we getting a Discord server? Oh, it's up. Where's the Discord server? Can somebody get the Discord server while I'm busy doing this? And I might be able to do it myself. I was going to say, because it's in the second window that I've got open here, so I'll just link you guys. I'll quickly, while we're waiting, make a Mobile Gundam Breaker channel. Oh god, can it get worse? I hope it doesn't. Right, so at the bottom here, where we've got GBO and Breaker, I'm going to make Mobile Gundam Breaker channel. Okay, there we go. Sorry about doing this on stream here. So we're gonna put that down there. So if anybody's making stuff, put it in the Mobile Gundam Breaker channel at the very bottom, and I'm gonna copy the link for you guys now into live discussion. Oh, there we go. So there's the Discord. The Mobile Gundam Breaker section is right near the bottom. It's in the GBO and Breaker section, and then it's under GBO2 Advice and Training. Right. So, if anything, is it a neat character? Let's say nope. I cannot refuse if asked. Well, actually, I can. I'm trying to randomize this as much as possible to see what we get. Let's do that. I cannot refuse if asked. Here's the play outside one again. Let's disagree with that. See what we get this time. I honestly hope this game isn't as bad as I'm thinking it's going to be. Oh, what? What? Oh, these are all standard colours as well, I've just noticed. Oh no, wait. I say that, and the Gusion's torso is not standard colours. In fact, the Jester's arms, not Jester's arms, sorry, the Stark Jagan arms aren't standard either. So, there's only 2 upgrade parts for each weapon in Res Evil, the remake. Yeah, I noticed. So we've got the gun cannon head, gun cannon legs, beam rifle, but it isn't shown. The GN lance, anti-beam shield from the strike, the X Gundam's backpack, Gushon chest, Stark Jagan arms. That one looks weird. It's definitely cycling through predetermined builds, says Heavy. I honestly can't tell at the moment. Most of these I've got are different, so. Cecil says Bandai's going to be putting up paywalls like Oprah giving stuff away. Meaning somebody actually went out and made these abominations, says Heavy. Oof. Oof. I feel sorry for people like having to actually go out and do this. Okay, so everybody's posting stuff in chat here now. Heavy's one I've seen. It's got Wing Gundam head. What's that, torso? Torso's weird, I can't see it from here. Gun tank legs. The Sandrock shield. What looks like Jester. Stark Jagan arms and Palace Athene backpack. And then we got another one under by Gamusa here. I don't know whether I've pronounced that right, but then we've got Waddle's head on don't know what body that is. Waddle's arms, and then it looks like one of the 00 Gundams. It's the very feminine one. I'm trying to remember what it was. Marie's Gundam at the end. The Archer, that was a GN Archer legs, and then a G Gundam Dragon Lance, I think it is. Moody, you got my name right, says Losers Club. Ah, thank God. I honestly hope that no one has gone ahead and made these abominations, but if Heavy's saying like it's predetermined, like I'm still trying to decide on like whether any of this looks good at the moment. It's given us an idea of how these parts are going to look in the final thing. That's for sure. Let's try answering two yes, 2 no, and then we'll do the one at the end, just randomized. I hope it doesn't have NGB AI, because that would be terrible. Sometimes we support the enemy from the perspective of justice. What? I've not got that one before. Let's agree with that one. What? Okay, so that is the same one. That is the same one that's in chat at the moment. That's the same one as Losers Club. So yeah, there's a definite element of I was going to say randomization. That's not true. It's early in the morning for me. There's definitely some sort of like predetermined thing here, and then it just gives you like these trash builds. This is interesting to say the least in terms of finding out how this works. But I mean, at least we're finding this out slowly, how it works, and also looking at these different parts and seeing how they'll look in the final build. I'm not so sure about the effects on the spear here, because it makes it look as though the spear is more or less made out of not exactly plastic, but it looks almost crystally. It's meant to be energy, if I remember rightly. That justice question is there to root out Atheron players to charge them extra for red paint. Moody, I got the same ones as Losers Club. Oh yeah, no, I mentioned that. Like it's like Heavy was saying before. I saw it in chat and then just got the same thing there, and I'm like, well, it means that these are obviously, like Heavy said, they're obviously all done beforehand. There's only a set amount of them, and then by answering the questions you get that one, but it doesn't seem to do anything different. Like, it doesn't give you any colors that are different, it doesn't give you any parts that are different, it gives you the exact same one. So they've definitely gone ahead and made these builds beforehand and then just tailored the questions to them and maybe had like a couple of variants for each one. Japan only beta, says James. No. The actual beta for this is just a event thing to give people an idea of how stuff is going to look in the game. This is all done through a website. The actual final release, or the I think it's like the pre-release that they're doing for this is going to be, I think, Japan and America, if I remember rightly. I think Canada's involved in there as well, because Ion in Discord has the ability to access it, but I don't think it's people in the EU that can get hold of it. So far, anyway, I keep trying to keep up to date with this stuff, so as more stuff comes out, then we can have a look at it and kind of try and give a good guess as to how well it's going to do. But let's try and ignore that last one there, because honestly, Yep, that is the one. That is one of the ones that I've seen on Chan. It's the very first one, because I saw this on Chan and thought I'd open it and see what you guys think of it as well. And the very first post on Chan that opens it all up and gives the link and everything is the exact same suit. So yeah, this is very limited. In build, it's meant to look like beam effect parts, but in this, it's trash, says Cecil. I found the best thing, says Heavy. Here's where I go into like Mobile Gundam Breaker and it looks terrible or whatever. Okay, so I'm looking at all these ones in chat now. Kaiser's one looks good. Kaiser's one, at least they're including new parts, because this more or less confirms it here. Kaiser's one, for anyone who can't see this because it's in Discord, it's obviously not showing up on screen at the moment. It's got the Astray red frame, well, the Sengoku Astray red frame arms, so at least we know we're going to be getting more Build Fighters parts from this, or rather Build Fighters Try. That's a little bit of information that we didn't know before, because we didn't know what new parts they were including or whether they were doing any. Heavy stuff. Some of the heavy stuff is interesting. Visago arms on Stark Jagan head. Wing Gundam Zero Endless Waltz legs. Buster Gundam torso. Let's see what we got here. I'm getting, a lot of people are now getting the same ones in chat, so Mr. Hadios Funhouse says, I registered for it. Is it just Mobile Gundam Breaker? It would be sad if it's better than NGB. That's the thing, like, at the moment, it seems to be running on the same engine, and all they've done is lower the resolution and the poly counts on the weapons, for the visuals anyway. They've kept the same shaders, they've just lowered the poly count and lowered the textures for obvious reasons, because it won't perform as well on mobile, but they seem to have at least made a couple of tweaks to the engine when you look at the promotional videos, like the in-game stuff, because it looks like the animations and stuff work a lot better now and look a lot better in-game than they did in NGB. Like I said, my primary concern, at least for consumers, is the paywall thing, because I don't know how they're going to paywall it, because they show off the loot boxes in like the first minute of footage, I think it is. But it's interesting to note that through this, we found out that there are some new parts that are coming that we've not got in other Breaker games before. So I'm wondering whether if they do this one and then do another Breaker game, like a bigger release on consoles, whether we'll get all these newer parts as part of the base game. Let's try that one. It's not a Breaker game though, says Cecil. Yeah, the Western launch has it down as Gunpla Warfare, I think it is, or Gundam Battle Warfare or something, or Gundam Mobile Warfare. They don't want to associate it with New Gundam Breaker because of New Gundam Breaker having a very bad reception. New Gundam Breaker doesn't look that bad aesthetically, so if it's New Gundam Breaker graphics with Breaker 3 gameplay, it'll be okay, even for Gacha, says Kaiser. Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, NGB doesn't look too bad. The shaders are really what make it, to be honest. The one thing about it on launch, and even with like the 1.4 patch for NGB that made it look bad, was the animations. It was mainly the animations and the way that everything was kind of staggered a little bit. And staggered, sorry. Wrong use of words there. The way that the animations would be janky as hell. So, like, you'd see where they'd be stopping and starting instead of GB3, where it seems a little bit more smooth and there's transitions between the actual frames. As long as somebody understands the economy this time, says James. Dear God, please no superhuman emission. The US name is on the money, says Cecil. Often referred to as the mood maker. I'm wondering, like, how you get these different ones, because these questions are obviously done, so if you say yes to one, then you get a different question for the next one, because I've got mood maker about 3 times, and the other one I've got for, what is it, do you agree with the side of evil even if it's for justice kind of thing. I've got that one about 3 times as well. I saw gameplay of a suit that had funnels on it, and it was exactly like GB3, says Double Side. Huh, interesting. Oh god, look at this. This is a different one to what I've got before. That was another thing they ruined as well, was some of the weapons in NGB. They had funnels in it, and the funnels did not work like they were supposed to. I wish there was a Gundam Breaker 4 that plays like 3, but with new parts and new story. I do too, Mr. Hadios Funhouse, it'd be great. Set the mood before Losers Club. Kaiser says, implying that we won't get a Command Fumina and Hyper Gyanko team up as a raid boss. Oh god. Yeah, NGB did bad in Japan. Like, if the reception is bad in Japan for this, it'll be bad in the West. It'll be bad. There we go. We got Warring States Astray stuff here, so that we got Kaiser's build in chat that more or less confirmed it there. We got some more parts here, so yeah, we have the because we don't know whether these are high grade or master grade either. I'm assuming they're going to be high grade parts for the moment by the looks of it. But yeah, that's the Warring States Astray, or the Sengoku Astray backpack there. You can see it on the back. There's the F91 head, Burgai torso, Burgai legs. I think the treating the Burgai torso and legs the same. Like, if somebody gets a different build where you have the legs but not the torso, please do us a favour and post that in chat, because I think this is working the same way as I was saying before with Breaker 3, where you get the torso and the legs as one piece, even though it takes up both slots. We got the beam spray gun, Zaku 2 arms, and then the Gyan's missile shield there. Some of these suits aren't even painted, says Cecil. Yeah. I'm intrigued about this mobile thing. I think I'll just order GB1 and GB2 and forget about this cash grab, says King. I'm honestly thinking of getting GB2, because apparently, like, the story is really good in that. I think it'd be good to get it just to see about the story. That Gundam needs to lay off the Shinley. It's going to be interesting to see the reception of this game. Like, my interest now, apart from the loot boxes, is how it's going to be received in Japan. With New Gundam Breaker being kind of a bit divisive for them. Like, it's still 90% off on Amazon here. If I go to... This is shifting the conversation a little bit. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Okay, so the Amazon page that I was referring to in all my other videos, New Gundam Breaker in Japan is still 90% off. So you can get it for less than $10. Whereas on Steam you can get it for like 40 over here. Let's try, yeah. GB2 gift boost was just parts transferal, nothing more, says Heavy. GB2's cutscenes are great, also free multiplayer. Ooh, nice. Let's see, I don't know how many times I've answered each one now. I'm just trying to see if I can answer this differently. Like, let's say I get nervous on the big stage here. I like to act with my friends for more than one. Okay, let's try doing that one. And then we'll try, often referred to as a mood maker. Let's go no there. Okay, so that's different. I've not seen that before. That's a completely new build for me. Let's check chat here. So chat, we're getting a load of different ones. I am actually checking out the ones that are in chat at the moment, by the way. Heavy says, oh, Lock On got the same one as me here. Technology has failed us. Rick Diaz. Oh, that's why you were saying check that one out, Heavy. Oh, God. Yeah, the English in it is a bit messed up. Gamusa got almost the same build as me before with the bird guy stuff and the Zaku arms. The only difference was I think the backpack there is, yeah, it's the standard Gundam backpack. We're slowly exhausting all of this website's options here. Wonder X got something that looks like a mix between the Hyakushiki's colours and then just everything else. It was what the I don't know what torso that is, but it's got the Pale Rider arms, what looks like the gun cannon backpack, Pale Rider shield, and what looks like Exia legs, maybe? I could be wrong there. Let's see what's going on here in chat. It's actually a good one. I would not mind the start that as a starter, says James. Yeah, this would be okay as a starter, just obviously change the colours. NGB is $9 on Amazon Canada, says King. Oof. Wonders might be the most cohesive one so far in chat. We have to have a look at that. Why can't we get a Gundam that looks as good as the one in the background? So this one has beginning 30 Gundam head. That one's been changed since GB3, the model for it. The GB3 model, the VFIM, was a little bit more sort of going to the sides instead of pointed up at the back. X Gundam legs, yeah, those are the, oh, no, wait a minute, are they? Yeah, those are the standard ones. I was trying to tell whether those were the Build Fighters ones or not. The shield, I can't quite see there. I'm assuming it's the Zuda one by the look of it. I think that's Zuda's arms. Let's have a look. It's the dual assault shroud torso again. Violent custom backpack. Yeah, it's Zuda's arms and Heat Saber from the Goof. And then Beam Machine Gun. It seems like they take at least 3 different suits and then smash them together for these randomized builds. I think there's at least 35 builds, so Cecil, sorry. Yeah, I think that might be the case. Like, we're slowly carving our way through this and figuring out just how many builds there are. I love the way Young is making fun of the naming convention in chat as well. So let's see if I can. It seems like if you answer no at the beginning for is it a neat character, you get different builds. Not too sure about this. Let's try yes. I think we've almost exhausted this. Last night's trailer showed the new Gundam has a model Verkar. I'm wondering whether that was the same thing that I linked, because wonder if it'll have build diver suit, says King. If it has the Sengoku Astray, then probably yes. Because the Sengoku Astray's already been confirmed as a new suit in this. So I imagine it'll have all the Build Fighters parts now. That's the same one I got before. This is like the very first build I got on this stream. Like, we've gone through about half an hour's worth of stream, and we've come back to the same build. Let's try again. That's the first one I got. It says Losers Club. Is it a neat character? Let's go. Right, so I've answered blue for the first one. Let's do red for the second, because I've been doing like doubles here. So let's try and go the opposites for all of this. Let's try doing that. And then for the last one, we'll do red again. Oh god, that's the same one. Well, that's the same one in chat. It wasn't the same one I got before, but that one has been posted in chat. I love everybody changing the names in chat now. Yeah, that's the same one that Losers Club got before. I just got the last one. I hope Sarah's in it. That could be interesting for Custom Sis Kaiser. What the build that? No, wait. I remember. I've just answered King with build fighter stuff. If Build Divers was in New Gundam Breaker, so I imagine they'll at least put the Age 2 Magnum in this. I realised I answered that a bit too quick before and did it wrong because the way that I answered it, I read it as if it was like, are there build fighters parts in this? Sorry about that, King. Jeez. Do you think we might see G-Savior space types as double side? The only way it can confirm its existence is by dying in the anime. Still trying to figure out Build Divers Season 2. Season 1 was an honest mess, says James. I'm gonna have to do like another video going back over that, because I've had mixed feelings since it came out. Like, I was really heavy on criticizing it when it first came out, and I actually do like it now. Like, the other way that I could go at it would be to introduce Jen and Stu to it and see what they think. Dad bod Gundam, says Mr. Hadio's Funhouse. I've answered blue for that one a couple of times, so let's go. Actually, no, I've done. Which was the last one I did? I can't remember. Let's go red for the first one, blue for the second. Let's try blue. I'll try doubling up on the middle one, and then try red again, and then try blue again and see what I get here. See if I get any similar builds. Okay, that's new. That's new. I don't think I've seen that one before. The plot kind of went all over the place, says James. Yes, it did. I'll agree with that. It was trying to do a lot of things at once. So we've got the Camphor backpack, the Exia shield, which isn't even custom painted. The high energy beam rifle from... I'm not quite sure what that one's from, actually. The Buster Gundam's legs, Camphor's head. That says Denon's D-Zong like torso. I'm not quite sure about that one. I've never seen that torso before in any other Breaker games. And then we've got the Ale Strike Gundam arms by the look of it. And just a standard beam saber. That one looks okay, says Losers Club. Yeah, no, this one actually does look okay. That one looks cohesive and nice, says James. Some of them don't look too bad, and then other ones just look terrible. If it ever has Advance of Zeta suits, you can be sure that they'll be obtainable via real wallet only. Yeah, Advance of Zeta stuff is like really rare apart from, was it the Woundwort in GB3? Although I think that one was DLC. Like, some of these don't look too bad, and other ones are just like absolutely terrible. But like I said, because I'm answering chat at the same time, I'm not really sure of what I'm picking here. So I'm trying to get different variants to see what we can get, and not getting too much in the way of like interesting ones. Let's go blue, red, red, blue this time. Blue, red, red. This is just turned into colour picking at this point. Blue, and then we'll do blue again at the end. Oh god, that's the same as I got before. That's terrible, that one. Just got in. What exactly is going on, says Cookie Candy Cane. This is a website, a promotional website for Mobile Gundam Breaker that's coming out. The idea is that you can take the quiz of 5 questions that answers you, and depending on how you answer it, depends on what build you get. It gives you a little bit of an idea of how the suits are going to look in game, and what parts are new, because we've seen some new parts in this that are completely different to New Gundam Breaker and Gundam Breaker 3, which were the last 2 Breaker games released. But yeah, overall, we're just trying to test the website, like, collectively here through Discord and see just different variants and see how many different variants there are. Some of the builds look okay. Some of them look terrible. It's kind of a mixed bag at the moment. StarCraft X promotion did not end well, says James. Honestly, I hope this game is better than what we're thinking at the moment, but I just have this weird feeling in the back of my head. I think it's from NGB. James said, isn't AOZ basically get the Hazel and Womb Water and mix and match? Yeah, more or less. We keep getting these same Gundams, and I forgot which one I pressed before, so let's do red. We'll do 3 red here and see what happens if it... Oh, no. Still got the same one again. That's terrible. I hate having this whole thing going on here where it's just giving us the same stuff now. I think it's because there's not many variations that we haven't seen already. Won't lie, if I see a Thunderbolt gym, I might actually use everything might use my resources as double side. Wait, what? Hang on, let me read that again. I won't lie, if I see the Thunderbolt gym, I might use everything might use my resources. Yeah, that one doesn't quite go as a sentence there, double side. You might want to fix that one again. All bird guy Gundam bodies are Chipotle Gundams to me, says Losers Club. Bird guy probably should have been an edge case in the design tree. Yeah, it seems like more and more we're frequently getting bird guy stuff here. Let's try red. It seems like if you answer red for a neat character, then you get better designs, I think. Otherwise, you just get bird guy stuff and tank stuff. Let's try blue there, and then I'll just do blue for the rest of them and see what we get for that, and start going through that randomly and do like first one red, all blue, first one blue, all red, and see what we get. Ooh, okay, that's different. That's different. So we've got Gundam Prototype First Machine. What? I don't know about that head type. Is that a new part or what? Gundam Sandrock Legs. The Heavy, you're gonna have a laugh at the name, the Heavy and Young, and the rifle. Gundam Mark II torso, F91 backpack, anti-beam shield from the Strike, the Ale Strike arms, and the Barbatos sword. That I actually like. That looks decent. I think we've run down the list of suits as Heavy. No, I think we're slowly getting better. GPO1 heads says double side, and then Kaiser says the Zephyrantes. Yeah, it's... I was trying to decide on whether it was the GPO1's head or not. I was like, it's either GPO1 or GPO3. I was like, wait a minute, is it the O3? I was trying to make my mind up. The O3's head is slightly bulkier. Cookie just caught on to the rifle name there. So we're slowly getting through these. I'm going to start doing these as, like I said, doing like the first one blue and then the rest of them red and seeing what we get here. See if we get any different, because we're definitely getting new ones now. So blue and then the rest red, because the last one was red and then all blue. Then we'll slowly start going through that way. Okay, so that one's been in chat before. This has the Dresden unicorn variant head. It looks like Hyaku Shiki colours. The legs look like I was going to say 7 sword legs. The 00 legs. Beam spray gun. Pale Rider shield. Exia backpack? That's not the Exia backpack. It says Exia back... Oh, no, wait. If the gun cannon torso has the cannons on it, then the Exia backpack will just be the GN drive stuck on the back of the suit. Pale Rider arms and Heat Saber. Okay. Mustard Gundam. Blue, red, 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 says Mr. Hadio's Funhouse. Let's try that one. Double O Quanta. So, yeah, we got Quanta's legs there. Let's try blue, red, red. Come on, red, and then blue. To be honest, if I was designing this, oh, that's one I got before. If I was designing this website myself, instead of having it be one where you just take a quiz or something, because they want people to get interested in the game, like heavily invested, especially because the idea is that it's a gacha game, you're going to spend money at some point. If I was going to do this for an event, honestly, because Unreal Engine has a way of integrating into websites, I would have made part of the game available to people via HTML5, where you actually get a screen that is basically just the garage from the game, and you then get a certain amount of parts, like say 50 parts at maximum, that crosses all of it, you know, like weapons, head, torso, stuff like that. Just give a random amount of parts similar to this and have people actually click and customize themselves instead of creating a quiz, because I have a feeling that the interactivity there would work a lot better, especially like if you give people the preview for how the color system would work and stuff, because then you'd get an idea of how interactive the end game is going to be with the customization and stuff, whereas through here it's not very apparent as to how the customization is going to work. All we know is, yeah, it's a breaker game. It appears to look like a breaker game, but because it's randomized, that doesn't help in, you know, in terms of the interactive marketing versus the randomized marketing, because the randomized marketing leans more in the favor of, yeah, this is what you could have or what you might have to put up with when you get the game, if it's how I've been worrying about it, and it's basically all paywalled. So that's how I'm taking it at the moment. There are 32 builds. Interesting. You'd think they'd use this as an opportunity to feature new parts as heavy. We've found at least, like, what, 2 sets of new parts so far? Like, 2 sets. We've definitely found the Quanta, which I don't think was in any of the other ones. It might have been in NGB, I'm not sure. And we've definitely found the Sengoku Astray, which is new. I'm wondering what else they've got in here, like if they've got anything else. Let's try blue at the beginning, and then we'll try red, and then we'll do double blue at the end. Try to see if I can get anything different here. Nope, that's the same one again. I think we've explored all of this so far. Let's check chat here. Yeah, chat's getting the same stuff as me here. Whoa! Is this all the builds in chat? Let's see. Who's posted? All 32 builds from Lock On. Let's have a look. Try and go through here and just see on Discord quickly about this. Some of them don't look too bad. Is that a mobile doll head on one of them? No, sorry, I'm mistaking it for a Rick Diaz head. Duh. Some of these are really weird. I'm not so sure about the color schemes as well. Like, I don't know what they've done for the color schemes in this, but these builds, some of them look ugly as hell, and some of them look okay. What's the Discord, says Mr. Hadio's Funhouse. I will drop another link in the description, the chat for you guys. I would want to see the Kamaris Trooper in this game. They skipped him in GB3 and NGB. Yeah, they did the standard Kamaris, I think it was, for GB3. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to do as an event or a promotional thing to show off to people the way that Breaker works if you're not familiar with it. But if you're already familiar with it, you've seen most of it. God damn it, Heavy. Oh, that's one of the one of the two funny things to get out of this so far because of the translation. In one of the game's pictures, I saw Max's shoulders and boxing gloves, so we might see him as a new suit, says Double Side. Was this supposed to get us excited for the game, says Losers Club? Yes, it's part of Bandai's marketing for the game. It's meant to get you excited. It's meant to have you post your builds online. But everybody is just going to be posting the same 32 builds to Twitter now. So it's going to become apparent real fast. I don't know whether they're going to update this site or not. I hope that they do, because otherwise... Oh, there we go. This is the one that I didn't get before. Otherwise, people are just going to be posting the same 32 builds to Twitter. Losers Club says it didn't work getting us excited for the game. It's still got me worried about it. I opened one of the images on a new tab and edited the file name in the URL. Oh, nice. So this one confirms some of the new parts here that we've got. Like, for instance, I was saying this before. This one confirms Endless Waltz Tall Geese parts and the Sengoku Astray arms. And then the rest, we've got Prototype 1 shield. I don't know that one. Is that the Zephyranthus shield? Because I don't know. I can't see from this side. We've got the Aegis Gundam legs. This one actually looks okay, to be honest. I really like this one in terms of designs. It's bulky. It looks pretty cool. I just wish that the colours were a little bit better than standard Gundam colours. But yeah. You're going to have the same builds coming up on Twitter over and over and over again. Like the same 32 builds. TV heavy arms, says Cecil. Oh, interesting. Let's see if we've got anything different in chat. No, we're not got anything different in chat. So yeah, it's an interesting website just to try and get people into the game, or at least to get people hyped for it. I honestly hope that they update it at least once more so we get more builds, because that'll give us an idea of what other parts we're going to get in the game. I'm going to take a look at some of the other PV material that was released later on and see what's in those videos or what I can glean from those videos. Any other updates about this game and possible or potential problems it's going to have, I'll cover in future for you guys, just to give us an idea of how good or bad this is going to go. I hope you've enjoyed the stream anyway, just for a laugh, just to see how things are doing with this game. And obviously we've all experienced the builder now on the website. We've seen all the builds and how bad they can be. Look at those feet. He's got unicorn Yeezys on. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Discord, and I'll see you for the next stream as well. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!